Hi guys, JT Tenacity here, and today what we're going to do is we're going to be addressing your BJJ problems. And I have a special guest here for you today, my good friend, Jess Fraser.
G'day, how you going?
And so what we're going to do is we're just going to have a look closer at common issues that come up. So Jess, you're a female black belt,
Yeah.
and you train a lot. Now, what is something that could help your BJJ?
Well, I feel like I don't really have a plan for pre-class, like I sort of turn up and run through standard warm-ups, but I'd like to have something that's more specific for me and what's come up over the last couple of years, I don't feel like push-ups and burpees are really cutting it anymore. So,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, definitely. Well, we can definitely do that. So what we're going to do now, guys, is Jess and I are going to run through my top 5 mobility exercises to get you ready for BJJ. So first up, guys, what we've got is we've got a rotational sequence. So this starts at our feet, works up to our knees, and then up to our hips, just to loosen up the lower back. So this counts as 1, but it's actually 3 moves. Are you cool with that, Jess?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'd like you to do first, guys, is to lie down on your back, stretch your arms out, and then cross your feet over. And then from here, we're just rotating our big toe side to side until it touches the floor. And I want you to do 5, then cross the other foot over the top, switch, and do 5 on that side. Next thing I'm going to get you to do is bring your feet closer to your bottom, have your knees together, almost as if you're doing a sit-up, keeping your shoulders on the ground, rotating your knees side to side so they touch each side. 5 each side. Now with the step over, guys, it's a little bit more demanding. So our legs are down straight. I want you to lift your left leg straight up and stepping over towards your right hand. Now you don't have to bring it all the way up, but try to keep your shoulders down. You will feel your shoulder lift a little bit, but what I'd like you to do is keep it down and each time try and bring your foot a little bit higher. I want you to do 10 on each side. Number 2, guys, is the hip opener sequence. Now, this is great for loosening up your hip flexors, your adductors, and also your glutes. So if you're a bit of a tight ass, it's going to help you out. Essentially, what we're going to do is going down in position, we're going to hold our foot flat to the ground, and we're going to use our hips to move our knee wide as possible. We're going to do that just for 2 seconds and then move back. This is a mobility drill. I don't want you to hold it too long. Here's the key point though. Don't let your back knee touch the ground. Don't let your back knee touch the ground.
Okay, try.
Okay, good. Tip number 3, we're doing the Cossack mobility sequence. So this is a little bit Jean-Claude Van Damme. I like to imagine I'm on top of a hotel in Hong Kong preparing for a tournament. No, that's rubbish. Don't do that. Essentially, we are loosening up our adductors and we are also loosening up our hamstrings. Now there's a slight variation halfway through, guys, where we turn our toe up to the ceiling. And I'm gonna call your attention to that when Jess does it. Okay, Jess?
Attention called.
Cool. Little detail there, guys. I'm gonna get you to do at least 5 full knee bends on each side. Now, it might take a little while to warm up before you're getting all the way down there, but it's really important that you keep your heel down. Now, the way we're gonna do this is you have to push your bent knee out to the side and sit back into your hip. Number 4, guys, is a great move. This is our chest opener. Now, it's really important that we keep our knee on the ground. So if you can't keep your knee on the ground because lower back and hip are too inflexible, you can put a foam roller or a cushion under your knee. Now, the key here is the scapular retraction. So when we get to the top range of the motion, it's really important that we are pulling down through our scap before we bring our arm back down. That is the key point. That's going to give us the benefit, which is going to help switch off our pec and our anterior delt. Are you okay with that?
I'll try to be, yeah.
Do you understand?
Not really, I want to be shown.
Okay, fair enough. With the chest opener sequence, guys, I want you to be able to do a full 10 repetitions on each side, and you've got to look to keep your hand in contact with the ground as much as possible. Each time, trying to bring your shoulder lower and lower, but you have to get at least 10. If you want to do more, that's cool, but aim for 10 if you've got limited time. Number 5 is tabletop. Now, this is the last one, but it's not the least one. It's really important, guys, with this, with your wrist position. So you can have your fingertips pointing the same direction as your toes. You can turn them out to the side if that's too uncomfortable on your wrists. But if you want to make it more advanced, have your fingertips pointing the opposite direction of your toes. That's going to give you increased stretch through your forearms, biceps, and anterior deltoids. Now, what's really important here is we lift our hips as high as possible and squeeze our glutes. Can you squeeze your glutes, Jess?
Yeah.
Awesome. I want you to do at least 10, up to as many as 20, but I don't want you to fatigue your shoulders in this position. So we want to keep our hands about shoulder width apart. If you want to make it more advanced, bring your hands just that bit closer. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Also, thanks to my lovely assistant here / partner in crime, Jess, for spending time with us. How was that, Jess?
Yeah, really good. Really informative. Fantastic.
Awesome. All right, guys, definitely try it out. See how it works for you. And if you've got any questions, post them in the comment section down the bottom.